All right, I've been wanting to do this kind of video for a very long time. If you've been a watch collector for any amount of time, you surely remember these G-Shocks, backwards. These have become extremely popular within the last couple of years, and actually one of my first reviews on this channel years ago was of the original black one. But since then, Casio has released all sorts of variants. They continually release more, and with good reason. These are extremely popular. There are some upgraded ones with Bluetooth. This is not one of those. But I originally owned one of the black ones, and after some time, I decided to modify it. There have been a lot of releases of different mod kits that kind of make this look more like a AP Royal Oak. Obviously, you see the shape of it here lends itself for that. And I ended up doing that, and after some time I sold it. Again, I was one of the first ones to get those watches, so after some time passed, different kits started coming out, and right now I finally got a hold of the latest version of the kits. They call it, I think, the version 3, and here it is right here. Now, I have had this watch for a while. I did pick this up after I sold my other one, and I figured I'd use this as an opportunity to show you guys how to modify these. It's relatively easy. I already started by removing the straps on these. I think it's only on the newer models, but these do have the quick release straps here, so I made it relatively easy. But let's take a look at this first. Now, mind you, I do want to emphasize that these are all over the place. You could buy these on eBay, Amazon, just about anywhere, and I don't have any affiliation with any of them. I literally just went on eBay and found a random one. But as you can see, this is clearly going after that Royal Oak bracelet. Here you go. This is brand new. I still have the stickers on it. It's not size, but obviously the screws here. Now, the one that I did get, the original one, was not the version 3. The version 3 was a lot clunkier. It didn't have this kind of bracelet on it. So I did want to utilize this opportunity to show this latest one. So right off the bat, the first thing you're going to need to do is kind of tear this one apart. Now, I did appreciate that this kit, again, I don't have any affiliation. I don't know who the seller is at all, but they did include these tools here and these screws that I think are going to be used at the end. But to start, you're going to need to kind of tear this apart, starting by removing the strap here. So again, it's quick release. You can see the quick release right there. I do apologize. I've been using this for kind of like going to the gym, so it's really dirty. So with any kind of tool, especially something flat like this, you should be able to kind of reach into there and remove it. So your final product will be something like this. Now, as you can tell, even now it's going to be too fat to kind of go in there. So we're going to need to remove the bezel from here. Now, the bezel here is kept in by some screws. So you're going to see here, here. I removed one already, and here. So we're going to go ahead and remove the screws here. So obviously the bezel is kind of stuck on here kind of tight, so even without the screws it's not really easy to take off. So you're going to have to really kind of peel this off. Be careful here with the buttons. You don't want to be pushing those, pulling those. And if you have any experience with G-Shocks, you do know that they kind of layer them like this for the actual shock protection. And there you go. So you're going to end up with something like this, which is kind of just the bare bones. And you do feel the lugs a little sharp here. And really this is all you're going to need to do here. Put this in here and it's going to slip right into it. Here we go. Should slip right in. And now the only thing left is we're going to need to screw these on. I don't know if the original screws will work, but I know they did provide these, so I might as well use them. And I do appreciate that they included an extra screw in case you do lose one of them. Now, one of the things that I am going to be kind of curious about is to see how the thickness of it, the weight of it really holds up. I know the original GA line, one of the big plus of it was sizing of it. I know G-Shock's can be a little bit clunky, and we'll compare it to the Frogman right now. But there you go. All right, so here we have it. Now I do like that this kind of does keep it a little bit thin. The original mod kit that I use, it added a lot of kind of thickness to it. Part of the appeal to this is that thinness. But I think because we are removing this bezel and kind of just replacing it with this one, it does kind of minimize it. I liked the gray markers. I did want to keep gray with gray. That's why I went with this specific one. But these kits are available in all sorts of colors. I've seen it in gold, rose, and rose gold, sorry, and in original stainless steel and PVD coated black. I've seen them in all sorts of colors, so they are available. I did purchase this for about $35 or $40 on eBay. I know some people try to sell you the kit with the watch itself for like $200, $300. I wanted to make this video to really show how easy it is. That's really all you got to do though. The watch is screwed on there. It's pretty secure. Right now I'm gonna size this bracelet and put it on the wrist, but these new 3rd generation ones are fantastic, especially compared to the first one. Mind you, I got mine, the kit came out a few weeks after the watch was released, so it was brand new. People were rushing to make these kits and it was not great. But this already feels much better. I'll size the bracelet right now and put it on the wrist. But to kind of alleviate those concerns, here it is next to the Frogman. And you can see even with this big kit on, it is significantly thinner than the Frogman. And again, I'm normally not one to modify watches, but this is just something fun. The watch itself, the original watch, you can buy these even through the Casio website. They go on sale really often because they have so many of them. You can buy them for a couple, maybe $67 on sale. Normally I think they're $99 on sale. So again, I don't want you to overpay thinking you don't want to be the one that mods it, because I personally don't like modding watches just because I don't want to mess with it. But this is so easy to do. Don't overpay someone for the watch and the kit. You can buy them separately for about $130. That's ultimately what this is going to have cost me, and you can do it yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and size this and throw it on the wrist, and we'll see how that wears. So definitely you feel the weight to it. The original G-Shock was very light with the silicone on it. This does feel a lot heavier. It does kind of feel a lot bulkier too. Again, one of the appeals of the original GA line was the thinness of it. But ultimately, it doesn't feel any more hefty than a regular G-Shock. So I'll keep it on the wrist for a few weeks and see how that wears. But ultimately, I just wanted to show everybody how to really make this mod.